Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm playing again with May Hip Kits and focusing on especially for the May color kit, which included these lovely stamps from Wiki Pudding for American crafts and also her lovely acrylic paints, which I'm also going to use. But first I'm going to do this stamped background, and I started it with adding Versamark ink here and there with the circle stamp, and then I'm going to do little embossing with this pink embossing powder. As you see, the stamp images are already really beautiful, but of course they will be a bit sharper after I have used my heat gun. I'm not going to show you how to heat it because my heat gun is always in different room and it's really noisy and big because it's from hardware store. But it will do always the job really fast, so that's nice. And I'm going to continue the stamping with another stamp from the same stamp set. This is a bit smaller and I'm going to use light turquoise embossing powder with it. I really like the effect of having different shades of similar colors on the layout, and this layout will include pinks and green. Inspired by the photograph I'm going to scrapbook today, which again is about my younger daughter, but that's because she's so happy to smiling for my camera this summer, and I will make sure that I'm going to take all of her camera loving. There was time that she didn't want to smile for camera, or she was like all the time hiding away from my phone or my bigger camera, so I'm really happy that she is now smiling. We had these lovely die cut sheets in the May embellishment kit. These are from Heidi Swap, and I think there was 6 different designs in the kit, but I chose this dot design for this layout because it's such a basic pattern, and I want to repeat this dot thing first here on the background with the turquoise paint, and then I'm going to somehow cut this sheet and use the sheet between the paper layers, which is kind of fun idea, I think, because it's always fun to repeat things on the background and on the photograph and on the layers and everything. Then I'm going to use another paint with the stars pattern. I was a little afraid if this is too dark paint for this layout, as the embossing powders are really light on the background. But then again, this will bring some fun contrast to the layout, which is always nice to have. And also I will have this lovely pink star paper to play with in maybe a different project or in this, I don't know yet. But anyway, I'll just add this here and there. And as you see, the background mixed media part of the background is going from the left to the right, like all the way down to completely through the paper. So I think I have to do something quite large on top of this to make sure it in the end it will not be too busy or too messy. So I have lots of papers from Make It's, which I adore, some turquoise to repeat the green shades, and some pinks. Some papers are quite many papers are from Heidi Swap Pineapple Crush line, but there's also some exclusives and one from Pinkfresh Studio, and I'm going to use also this dot sheet, die cut sheet, because it's so beautiful and the color will match perfectly to the background, obviously, so it will be fun. But I'm just ripping these little pieces like this, and then I'm going to build my paper cluster. I was thinking about if I'm going to set the photograph and the paper cluster in the middle of the paper, but then the idea of having this paper cluster and photograph thing on the right side and then something small on the left side would be much funnier, because I haven't done that kind of design for a while, and also it's quite nice to have the background peeking in the middle and well from everywhere, because I have done really hard work with my background, so I want to show it off. No, just kidding. I just like the idea of having the circles and stars and dots, you know, peeking from here and there. But this would be the design I have in mind. Maybe not that close in the left side to the paper edge, but something like that. And then I'm going to use one of the pattern papers to cut out the little birdies. And I was so surprised that the little birdies was so easy to fuzzy cut, because I'm definitely not any kind of master of fuzzy cutting. So I did it. I made it. It was, well, not super easy, but I made it. So it's kind of nice. And my girl is always loving birds and listening to birds and trying to singing with them, so I think the birds are a really good thing, really good element for this layout. And I added some thread on top of the background, and then I'm going to glue down this paper cluster thing. I added this circle piece, which was from the ephemera kit in my main kit, to the upper right corner of the cluster, because I thought it would look fine there. I'm not sure if I'm ready to say that background is okay like that, because it kind of needs something. I'm not sure what, but I'm thinking that it will need something. Maybe something green to repeat the green from the photograph, because right now there's like lots of turquoise but not that much green. So I decided to cut out some exclusive cut file images with my silhouette, and that's what I've done. I'm first thinking about the title. The Good Vibes will be the title, but how and where is another question. I'm going to add the good word to the left side of the layout and then continue the vibes word on top of the photograph. And here's the die cuts, well, cuts anyway, that I cut with my silhouette. It's one of the background cut files we had exclusive for HipKit Club, but I got it like separately, and I think these little arrows are making great effect to the background. And if you are afraid of mixed media, then just use them as the way they are, and without any mixed media I think it would be good like that too. I will use some 3D foam to adhere the arrows, just to make sure that the circle part of the design is kind of in the air. It's a fun thing to do, and I really like that kind of effects on a layout. I'm thinking where to design or where to set all the beautiful embellishments. I'm thinking the chipboard stickers and the peacock and everything like that. Once I have all these glued down to the page, as well as the arrows. I'm going to finish the page with a couple of things. First, I'm adding these lovely butterflies, which are kind of my favorite thing of the May kits. And now that I have done a couple of layouts, I realized that I added these butterflies to every single layout. But that's because these are so pretty and they have this little gold foil on top, so they are really shiny and will give the perfect finished look for the layout. But I'm adding 5 little ones for this layout, and I will make sure that I will not add anything more. The layout might look a little messy still, but I really like the result. It's fun, it's mixed media and it's fun. I'm adding some mist drops here and there. This is one of the new Nuvo mists that I bought for myself, and these are wonderful. I really like them. They are so shiny and so pretty and will make the perfect effects. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed watching this, and thank you for watching this. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate every comment you leave, and I hope you are really inspired by this. Have a happy week and happy weekend, and well, happy life, happy summer. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon again. Bye!